I'm interested in knowing what you thought when you read the script.
I was kind of shocked. Every page I turned, like, oh my God, there's a lot of profanity in this, but it was very exciting. And then to be a part of auditioning for it was already such a thrill as it is. And then to hear that I would be a part of the film, I mean, it was like a dream come true. It was shocking. I couldn't believe it.
You know, when I read the script, there was a lot of things in there that I was just like, how are they going to pull that off? Like, even not would people actually do this, because I know that they would, but how are we going to shoot this? You know, how are we going to actually...
Yeah, I couldn't really visualize it. I was like, this doesn't seem possible.
I was really intrigued by the fact that once I knew that I had booked the movie, I wanted to see if they could really pull this off. And damn it, we did it.
Jeez, yeah.
You definitely did. What excited you about the whole idea of being in the movie?
Todd Phillips and Joel Silver, and the fact that it's a party is, there wasn't one thing that, there wasn't anything that would steer us another way.
There were so many different elements. I mean, all the people involved, it was just an honor to be involved with them. And then the whole concept of the film is something that's just so obviously a hit.
And it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's actually, even though it's quite outrageous, it's also relatable, don't you think?
Absolutely. The kids
100%.
in it are completely relatable. The storyline in it is completely relatable. Not just like the whole best friend, my character, and Thomas's character, but I think the three main boys, their dynamic is so relatable. I know a lot of people have seen it, and they're like, dude, that guy reminds me of the guy I grew up with in high school. Well, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, it's kind of inspiring for normal high school kids that are kind of nerdy, like the three main boys in the film, and it just shows like how quickly your status can flip with the dynamic of something you do in your life. You don't have to stay as an outcast or the nerdy, picked-on person for very long. You don't have to throw a party like this necessarily, but it does show that you can change your people's perception of you.
Or your persona, exactly. Yeah, he does kind of have a
transformation.
He
goes through it.
And at the beginning of the film, he kind of is like really uncomfortable with himself and doesn't really know how to talk to Alexis. And then you see in the very end of the film, he comes through and everyone's kind of saying his name.
And he doesn't know who to pick. Alexis Kirby? Oh my God.
He's got his hero moment, because he's walking through the hallway where nobody used to even pay attention to him. And everyone's saying his name. So, every guy's dream, I guess.
I hope the kids at home don't try to throw a party like this to get popular, though.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Probably
Neither would I, unfortunately.
So let's talk about your characters then. Who are they in your eyes?
My character is originally she was like supposed to seem like the unattainable hot chick you could say.
Everybody wants to bone.
Or I mean, yeah. And then throughout the film you kind of see that she is more relatable than you would expect, and she's kind of more tomboyish than she seems to visually. And then she really does actually begin to care about Thomas, and that's kind of surprising because usually the hot chick, the popular girl, doesn't go for the nerdy guy. And so that's kind of a cool character to play.
The fact that she even showed up, I was baffled. Like when I read the script, I was like, she's too hot.
I think she was very curious to see
exactly
if
what he's
Thomas
got going
could really
on.
pull it off.
My character is kind of just the down-to-earth kind of girl next door best friend, I guess.
Guy's girl.
Pardon me? The guy's girl, yeah.
Girl, yeah.
I mean, she's good friends with these dudes and, plays video games with them. And then at this party, I guess, she walks in on, Thomas and Alexis kissing after Thomas and her, Kirby, myself, confusing, had just given him like a birthday present, and they had a moment.
Didn't you guys kiss before that scene too?
I said moment.
Okay, all right.
And and then I go in and see that he's now with Alexis and get all heartbroken. So, I think
it's devastating for everybody.
It was just
he
awful.
Runs out on me, runs after her. She's pissed.
I was
pissed.
crying.
What a heartbreaker he is.
But that's kind of my storyline in the film, yeah.
What are Thomas, Jonathan, and Oliver like?
Very similar to their characters. Well, to a certain extent.
Oliver isn't that insane.
He's more quiet in person.
Yeah, but he's still a little bit like his
character. He's pretty funny. They all are hilarious.
They're all really funny guys. And
Thomas is kind of quiet. JB is inappropriate in every way possible. And, as
he kind of goes out of his way to get
he's really
those
good
reactions
at that.
out of people.
But you know what? As a three, they get along really great, and they also all level each other out. So I think they're going to be. I mean, they literally hang out all the time. Yeah, so they'll be great.
I understand that the shoot kind of followed the movie. In other words, chronologically, what
happened.
happened.
Yeah, it's in chronological order. Yes.
What was that like?
It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to follow where we are.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the shoot, we really were that dead and depleted and exhausted. I mean, when we were looking drab and drugged out, I mean, that wasn't makeup. That was true. Not the drugs part.
Of course not.
Maybe for some of them.
But I definitely, yeah, it was hard work, but I think doing a film like this, you kind of get to see how even everyone's been asking us what a dream it would be to do such a party movie and just get to do like a bunch of scenes where you're just dancing and stuff like that. But it also, I mean, it's hard work too. We were working like 12-hour days. So, but at the end of the day, we got to meet some really great people and got to, I mean, it's so funny from the beginning to the end that I'm really excited for everyone to see it because I think they're going to love it.